Hello, all, and welcome to the broadcast. And today, I'm finally feeling well enough after being under the weather with these sinuses, and there's still a problem. But we've had rain yesterday, and we're supposed to have some today. So when the pollen count goes down, I clear up. So I'm going to do a video while I can. But today, I want to talk about something, and it was inspired by a song actually that Bob Dylan did years ago. You're going to serve somebody. And what does this mean? And what is this about? And what are we talking about basically? Is you're going to serve somebody. And who says you have to serve anybody? You know, I personally believe from studying and understanding that we basically live in a matrix. And I won't get into much about how I feel about that. Like, I'm not here to teach you dogma. I'm not trying to teach you the truth. I'm trying to share my experience along with you. So I'm not trying to present anything that you must follow. I'm just sharing my thoughts with you. But it seems to me that over time, the human has been conditioned by gods of money, gods of prosperity, gods of greed, gods of control, gods of manipulation. And I believe we give meaning to this word God because I believe that initially this is a premise that has been made up. Mike, are you an atheist? No, I'm not an atheist. But what I'm trying to say is the concepts of gods that we have today, I believe, have been manipulated and made up to suit the purposes of the powers to be around us. For instance, we know that that things are, we know through ancient cultures and stuff like that humans were manipulated into believing they were less than what they are, or to confuse the identity of who we truly are, to understand that we are divine. And when I say that, I really don't have an understanding of that. I'm going to be honest with you. I do believe we have an eternal spark within us, according to Kabbalah. And I believe even through Gnosticism, I believe we have a part of Sophia within us. We have truth, we have wisdom. And I believe we have everything within us that we were created with to rule and reign our own selves, that we don't need priests and preachers and people like that to help us on this journey. But I believe we have been conditioned to feel that we need priests, prophets, popes, imams, rabbis. We need these people to make our spiritual journey easier. And what we're really doing is we're really laying down and giving powers to those things that don't really have power in our life in the first thing. And I'll just use some illustration from the Old Testament, the Torah, Tanakh, whatever you want to call it. We see Job, we see people like that who obviously, God was off from a distance watching, but he wasn't really into their lives. In other words, we have a creator God who he knows, or he feels like he knows, but this God is not into their lives in every moment, like we see later on at the giving of Sinai. We see Enoch. We see these other people that come along who know there's a creator, who knows there's a God, but they really must follow the truth, in the way that they feel it. In other words, their journey is their own. And I'm not saying nothing against rabbis, preachers, teachers, prophets, or anything like that. I'm just saying you have control of who you are. You have control of your spirituality and control of your life, and you don't need to manipulate it. And I know I have many people that say, oh, we've got to have these people. We've got to have these sacred books and stuff. If we don't, people are just notoriously evil and they're going to follow the wrong way. Well, we have been conditioned to believe that. We have been conditioned to believe that we are evil inherently, and we're ignorant, and we're dead, and we're sinful, hateful beings. And that if we don't have these things, that we will wind up living, killing, manipulating, raping, and stuff like this. And I believe we've been conditioned to believe that, but I don't believe it's true. And even if you look at the situation of most people that convert within Christianity or Judaism or Islam, these people had to come to rock bottom, is what I would call it. They have to come to a point in their life when they realize they must make a change. They have to make a change some way. And if they don't, they're going to crash. And everybody does that. And they'll either turn to Jesus, or they'll turn to Yahweh, or they'll turn to Allah, or they'll turn to something, whatever they feel that force, that energy is that led them to that place. When in reality, You fall to that place. You are the one consciously that has to wake up. No God is going to bring you to that point. Jesus isn't going to come to you like he supposedly did Saul in the New Testament. He ain't going to do that. That's not going to happen. You create your own destiny. You are going to create that rock bottom point in your life when you realize that you're not doing what you should be doing. And that is, what should I be doing? Well, what you should be doing is taking care of your family if you're married, taking care of your spouse, your children, taking care of your extended family, being loved, being supportive, helping those around you. You know, when you love people, you wouldn't commit adultery. You wouldn't murder nobody unless it was a point that it was self-defense. You would not just go out and rob people and be greedy to people. And for some reason, we've been sold a good to believe that every human being wants to do that. If it isn't for Jesus, Moses, or Allah, that we're all evil, stupid, ignorant people. And it's not the truth, folks. It's not the truth. There are many atheists out there that are good moral people that do not live in adultery and greed and stuff like that, who make their decisions basically on just wanting to be good people. There's no moral compass there except that they want their children to see them in a good light and to understand maybe good morality as far as the way we should treat each other. And I believe initially that we were created with this understanding that we are good people and the choices we make mean everything. Even in the Torah, choose today who you will serve. And it says, you're going to either make the right decisions or the wrong decisions. If I choose to follow Yahweh or I choose to follow Jesus or Allah, and my heart is not right, I have not changed. I put on a different mask. And that's basically what we do in life. I'm a Christian, but when I'm not with other Christians, I may be doing other things. Or I'm a Jew. I would never eat that pork. But when I'm out of town or somewhere else, I read of many things where Orthodox Jews will want pork. And then you hit Muslims, who are out here moral and stuff like that, but they don't drink, but they're smoking and cussing like the dogs. I know them. I work with some of them, but I'm not judging them because it's not the mask they wear that's negative. It's the inside understanding of who they truly are is what the problem is. And how do you find that out? I have no answers for you. I come to a place daily where I meditate and I try to get better with my family and those around me and humanity around me, to leave people with a smile, to realize and understand that the decisions that I make affect me and my family. And that's a place that we need to be and understand that it's your choices that you make. If you choose to cheat on your wife, you've just destroyed not just your family, but the family of others. And you don't need God or Jesus to tell you that. You can understand that through what was created within you. You have to forgive yourself for things that you've done in the past. That is what true repentance is. It's not repenting to a God or repenting to a set of laws. It's fixing what's inside of you, because you are God upon this earth. You have that divinity within you. And I don't mean anything abstract. I mean, you have the power of creation within you. You have the power of right decisions and wrong decisions. And when you make wrong decisions, bad things will happen. If you steal from your employees, you're going to get caught eventually. If you steal, shoplift from a store, you're eventually going to get caught. These things are going to catch up with you. Karma basically is going to get you, whether you believe in karma or not. What you put out, you will respond. And it's not your business of what other people do. And Jesus and Muhammad and Allah, none of them can help you in that situation. So many people feel like they're calling upon Jesus to save them, when in fact, you really come to the decision that you want to be a better person. And if you want to attribute that to Jesus, more power to you. I'm not coming against that. Like I said, I don't condemn on this channel against dogma. If you want to be a Jew and follow the law accordingly to rabbinical standards, God bless you. Just be a better person. And really, most of the Orthodox that I know, especially, are good people. And most of the Christians that I know and live with are good people. I don't know many Muslims. I work with some, and most of them are good people. And most atheists, most homosexuals that I know, all these people that I know are good people and want to make the world a better place. So don't be controlled and moved that you are an evil, bad person. You're not. You may make bad decisions. You may be in a matrix of self-destruction with drugs and with things of this nature. But eventually you're going to come to rock bottom. You're going to come to a point that you have to make a decision that you're going to make life better, or you'll just continue on the path you're on and you will destroy yourself. And it's not going to be God destroying you. It's going to be yourself destroying you. You know, you don't need God to tell you that you don't need to eat this, that, and the other. If you eat enough salt, you eat enough things like that, you're going to kill yourself with high blood pressure. This is common sense. So stop spiritualizing everything and realize that you are divinity within yourself. You are a God, that you make decisions daily. You know, we give a lot of credit to Genesis, looking at what created. Look at what you created with the help of a higher power, as far as children. But what are you doing with those children? You're in a creative process. On your job, are you being creative? Are you a slave? And I know many of us are just slaves as it is, but within that reality, you can change the perspective of how things go. So look outside of the spirituality mumbo jumbo that you're hearing, that, you know, you're going to be destroyed by Yahweh. And if you do this, you're going to be die. If you eat this, you're going to die. No, just make the right decisions in life. You are God within the reality you're in now. You make the choices you do. Be careful with the choices, but realizing if you're making wrong choices, you will hit rock bottom. And I have many times. So have a fantastic day. Smile, make other people smile around you, and we'll continue on this journey. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Now let me figure out how to turn this off. Thank you.